My stepbrother shredded my $60,000 card collection because it's just paper, so I shredded his acceptance to Harvard. I walked into my bedroom to the sound of a mechanical whirring and the smell of ozone. My stepbrother, Kyle, was sitting on my floor, feeding my PSA-graded, first edition holographic Charizard into a heavy-duty office shredder. He looked up, grinning like a shark. Oops, he laughed, shoving a Black Lotus magic card into the teeth. Mom said we needed to clear out the junk for my gaming setup. I'm just helping. I didn't scream. I felt my knees lock and my breath catch in my throat like I'd swallowed glass. That wasn't junk. That binder represented 10 years of collecting and my entire savings plan for a down payment on a house. Kyle, I whispered, stepping over the confetti that used to be worth $5,000. Do you have any idea what you just did? Relax, nerd, he scoffed, dusting off his hands. It's cardboard. Grow up. You're 25. You shouldn't be playing with toys. My stepmom, Linda, appeared in the doorway, holding a laundry basket. She surveyed the destruction with zero empathy. Don't start, David, she snapped. Kyle needs this room for his streaming career before he leaves for Harvard in the fall. We told you to move that clutter to storage. He just sped up the process. Clutter. I picked up a shred of foil card. Linda, this binder was appraised at $60,000 last month. Don't be dramatic, she rolled her eyes. It's paper. I'll give you $50 to buy some new ones at Target. Now help Kyle sweep this up. I didn't help him sweep. I walked out, got in my car, and drove straight to the police station. Then I called my insurance agent. See, they didn't know I had taken out a specialized collectibles insurance policy 2 years ago. The police report was filed as criminal mischief over $25,000, a felony. Linda laughed when the officer showed up at the door an hour later. You called the cops on your brother, she shrieked, clutching her pearls. Over Pokemon cards? Officer, tell him to stop wasting tax dollars. Ma'am, the report lists the destroyed property value at $62,000, the officer said, unamused. And since your son is 18, he's going to be booked as an adult. That's when the real bombshell dropped. My insurance company didn't just cut me a check. They went after the liable party to recoup their loss. Since Kyle had no assets, they went after his legal guardians and the homeowner's policy. But Linda's policy had a specific exclusion for intentional criminal acts by a resident, which meant they were personally liable. 3 days later, I sat at the kitchen table while Linda and my dad stared at the letter from the insurance legal team. We have to pay $60,000. Dad choked out, his face gray. We don't have that kind of liquid cash. Sure you do, I said, pouring myself a glass of orange juice. What about Kyle's tuition fund? That's about $80,000, right? Kyle dropped his gaming controller. You can't touch that. That's for Harvard. Not anymore, I smiled. I sued you in civil court this morning to freeze the assets. The judge agreed that since you destroyed my future to make room for your career, it's only fair your future pays for it. I'll lose my acceptance. Kyle screamed, rushing at me. Dad had to hold him back. You should have thought about that before you shredded a Black Lotus, I said, standing up. I hope community college has a good streaming team. They had to drain the fund to settle the lawsuit and pay the legal fees to keep Kyle out of jail. He didn't go to Harvard. He's currently working at a car wash to pay off the remaining balance. Am I the jerk for ruining his Ivy League dreams, or did he shred his own future when he decided mine was trash?